And yes, we're going to be talking about how to get more listings. And one of my favorite things to talk about is how to get listings from for sale by owners. So, but before I start, I want to thank you everybody for joining us today for a Real Estate Friday event. We do this every single Friday. We do it at 1. Just if you're having lunch, you can sit back, relax, because we come to you with the latest informations and strategies so you can enjoy while you're having your lunch. If you just finish, well, this is like a dessert because now you're going to get the most information so that you can put to use in today's real estate market. So I want to hear from you guys. Do you want more listings? Put 1 in the chat right now if you want to get more listings. I want to make sure you guys are, there you go. Ray has like 1,000 ones in there. Awesome, Ray. So everybody wants to get more listings, right? So today, specifically, we're going to talk about 6 ways to turn for sale by owners leads into listings. Now, obviously, there are many ways to get or to go after for sale by owners and get a listing appointment and get a preview appointment. But I want to talk about some of the most popular ones and some variations to them that you can do to actually get more of these sellers to respond and give you a listing appointment. So how about we do this? How about we break it down and go over each one of them and see how we can put it into practice in today's market. So number 1, it will be mail. Now, mail is one of my favorite things to do. Mail is a really good method that I've been using for years to go out and solicit listings. Now, there's obviously many different ways that you can use mail, from postcards to letters to long form sales letters or brochures or flyers. I mean, sky's the limit, right? But one thing that I highly recommend is when you go out and create a mail campaign, if you know what other people are doing in your market, make sure that you do something different that will help you to stand out. A lot of really good marketers say that if everyone is going this direction, then you gotta go the other direction. And yes, I know this sounds kind of cliche, but if you really want to stand out, you gotta do something completely different. And talking about being different, one of the things that I like to mail out as much as possible is this little thing right here. This is called a for sale by owner first aid kit. So if you've never seen one before, you never heard of one, I highly recommend you call me and I'll show you exactly how it looks like. I have it in a PDF format. I can email it to you. So feel free to share your email address with us and we'll send one to you. But for sale by owners is one thing. It's different. I don't see a lot of people doing this. I do get a lot of response back from sellers when they get this information, especially they think about selling. So this has a lot of good info in here that you can potentially put to use. And of course, they have my information in the back. So this is something that I would highly recommend. It's something different. You can mail it out. You can drop it by. So for sale by owner first aid kit. Number 2, and that is cold calling, which is the second method we're going to discuss. So number 2, cold calling. And we all know a lot of coaches out there who teach different scripts and tactics. And there are many types of messages that you can go with. I will say the same thing that goes with the mail, it goes with cold calling. If everyone is using one type of script, try something different or say it in a different way. It's all on the approach, right? So if everyone is saying, hey, agents sell homes for more money, why are you selling for sale by owner instead of listing with us? Then maybe you can use something different. How about this? How about you say something like, hey, seller, or for sale by owner, congratulations on your desire to sell your home alone. Maybe I can give you some helpful advice and some info to help you do it. Now, notice the difference. One, we're trying to be pushy, right? We're trying to get the listing, we're salesy. On the other one, we're trying to provide some value to them. We're helpful. So what's going to happen? Later, when they finally decide that there's more work than they can do, they'll list with you because you're the agent that is most helpful and least pushy. So keep that in mind. Think about it. Number 3, ringless voicemails. Ringless voicemail. This is another method that I like using. So ringless voicemail. Now there's a technology out there that can make a phone call that does not ring and just leave a voicemail instead. I'm pretty sure you have received one of those at one point. but there are a lot of compliance issue around this. So you need to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and make sure that you can get yourself in trouble. Now, regarding ringless voicemail or voicemail drops, as we know it, did you know that when you become part of the Broker Nation family, you have an abundance of tools and technologies to your disposal included in your membership? One of them is Happy Grasshopper. I don't know if you have heard of them. We have them. And if you want to learn more about these tools and the benefits available to you, visit our website at joinbrokernation.net. You're going to see all the tools that we use, including Happy Grasshopper, since we're talking about ringless voicemail. Now, let's go to number 4, which is door knocking and drop-ins. Door knocking and drop-ins. Obviously, there's nothing new with door knocking. However, there are some different ways that you can do it. One good idea that I would recommend is stopping by at a for sale by owner open house. You follow me on this for a minute. Whenever for sale by owners in your area host an open house, make it a point to stop by the house, introduce yourself, give them your marketing material, and try to get that listing. Think about that for a second. Naturally, drop-ins are a lot easier than knocking on door cold. So if you feel like going out, let's say on a Saturday morning and attending a few open houses, it could be a really good way to turn a lazy Saturday morning into a few listings. So think about that one for a minute. And you can find these open houses. Where? Think of Zillow, Craigslist, wherever they can potentially advertise they're having an open house, for sale by owner open house. So drop by, give your information, introduce yourself, and they'll see how cool you are. Number 5, emails. Now, regarding emails, if you can get for sale by owner emails from Zillow or from Craigslist, you can start doing email blasts. And it's simple. You can write out simple emails that get their attention. So when it comes to listings, listing a for sale by owner, it's all about timing, right? You have to show up when they're frustrated and when they're ready to give up and be there as a solution. So since you don't know exactly the right time, the best way is to make sure they have something of value from you as often as possible. That's why email blasts work. So when you send these emails, do it in a way or in a nice way where you're offering helpful information, showing that you're an expert and hopefully winning the business. So think about sending emails to these people. And again, you can get the list of those emails from Zillow and Craigslist, and just to mention some. And lastly, let's talk about texting. That's number 6, texting. A lot of the for sale by owners have their cell phone numbers on Zillow, on signs in front of the yard, on Craigslist, or wherever they're advertising. And you could obviously call them too. But one thing that we could also add to the type of marketing that we're doing is about texting. When you're texting these people, you'll be better off or getting more feedback from them, or at least they can read it at their own time and they have something from you from a text rather than a call. So texting instead of cold calling might actually work better for you. So try that for a change. And again, these are just some methods that you can use. Most likely, the better the results are. So I suggest grouping some of this method for the best strategies. So try to group them together. Try to dedicate some time to different type of the strategies. There are 6 in total. And did you know that maybe 3 of them could be used using only one system? And again, not because I just want to throw Grass Happy out there, because it's part of your membership when you join Broker Nation, but we have Chime and we have all the type of system that you can put to use and add all this up into one automated platform where you can send out this and be as productive as you can. But again, there's a place to put this contacts. There's a way of getting listings. Do this and automate it. And again, this is something that will help you achieve your goal, which is getting more listings. So let's do a quick recap. Who can tell me the 6 ways that you can get more listings from for sale by owners. Who remembers that? Just jump in, unmute yourself, just talk.
You had ringless voicemails, which was interesting. I don't know if I want to take them all, but I also liked the door knocking and dropping in on open houses.
Awesome, man. Anybody else?
In direct mail, I like that, Daylon. And you know, most people when they think about mail, they probably think about what, postcards, right?
Right.
But the challenge, I think, with direct mail is to stand out. The first challenge is to get even their attention and get them to read it. And I like putting the something in an envelope. A handwritten envelope too works even better. And if you put a return address at all, don't put anything about being a realtor. Just put and make it look like it's homemade, like it's handmade rather, and put a custom stamp on it, like not the usual flag stamp, but maybe something, a little specialty stamp, and make it a little crooked, like slightly crooked and angled, like you stuck it on there quickly. And those get opened. You'd be surprised. Opening a letter like that is like a ringing telephone that's, well, nowadays people just swipe left on it, but used to be a ringing telephone in a house you had to pick up. You couldn't help yourself. And it's kind of like that. And another tip might be put it in a brightly colored envelope, like a pink envelope or a bright green envelope, the kind you get at the stationery store. It'll get opened. It'll get opened.
Now you guys are hearing that directly from a marketer. So if he's saying it, it's because, because it works. So think outside the box. To Steve's point, how many mails? I mean, think about yourself. How many mails don't you get? And most of them are advertising. Sometimes you get it from realtors themselves, and it's all the same thing. The flyer, sell with me, which is sold this home, which is listed this property. Like, think about that. Now, how can you be different? Right? You do get, and also think about consistency, right? We think, oh, we're going to send out, I have all this mailing, I'm going to send it out. You send it out for maybe a couple of weeks or a month, and then you stop. Think of, what's the store that gave you the 20%? Bed Bath & Beyond. So Bed Bath & Beyond, they'll send you the same thing over and over and over again. For how long? Forever. So when you think, and let's get something clear, when you finally go to Bed Bath & Beyond, what happens? You forgot the 20% coupon, but you're there, and that's all they want. So it doesn't matter what you're sending out. I mean, just be different. I love Steve's strategies and his advice. I would definitely put out that to my arsenal of letter writing. Oh, and by the way, if you want to do like sessions of letter writing, hit me up and we'll do it together. We'll do a few and we'll send it out, and we kind of like build an area. I do have some strategies on that as well, as far as how to complete a list or a spreadsheet. I can share that spreadsheet with you also. Cold calling. I mean, I'm not a fan of cold calling. Been there, done that, but there's different ways of doing that. And again, it's about being helpful. Anything else you guys were able to pick up on the 6 ways of doing this or getting more listings?
This FSBO first aid kit looks like a great lead magnet to put in the hands of for sale by owners. You guys should definitely put your email in the chat if you want one of those. This is a really valuable lead magnet right there. I see a lot of value there.
Well, remember when I said about drop-ins or visiting open houses? This is something that you can take with you. I do it. I take it on the open houses with me when I go visit a for sale by owner, or even if I drive by and I see a sign. One of the things I do, I just get off the car and I'll put it right there in their door. Now I have something to call them back for. So cold calling out the window, because now I'm calling to see if they received what I left them, rather than calling them to get the listing. And then that conversation will lead to something else. And in less than a minute, you know if that conversation is going somewhere. Plus, the goal is I'm building a relationship with that person. I'm building trust with that person. So when that person decides, hey, this is hard work, I'm looking through all your tips and stuff like that, but still, it's a lot of work to do by myself. Can you help me? Either they sell with you, or now I'm tapping into their network. Now I can reach out to say, hey, do you know anybody that I can probably help in the process of buying or selling a home? And now you're the expert, right? And you're the contact, the go-to person. So those little things, I gave you 6. There's a lot more, but I just gave you 6 for you to consider. Keep it in the back burner, but put it to use. That's what I really wanted you to do. Put it to use. And if you need help with any of the 6 steps, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about that and kind of like build the plan together. I love working with for sale by owners. Ray knows that. So, I really enjoy trying to help other people, especially if when it comes to the real estate part. So guys, with that said, I thank you so much for joining us, for staying tuned all the way to the end. Please register for our next event, which is on Monday for Mindset Monday. Alain, you are joining us for the first time. Every Monday, we do have a session called Mindset Monday. It's at 10 in the morning. If you go to www.brokernation.events, you will see it. But if you go to dailanrubido.com, you're going to be able to find this book right here. It's completely free. You're going to get the ebook. In there, you're going to see a lot of strategies of working with for sale by owners. This book is called The Ultimate Guide to Becoming a Top Producing Agent. It doesn't matter in which market. The strategies, everything that you'll find here will help any agent in any market. It doesn't matter if it's seller's market, buyer's market, anywhere in the United States, or even in the UK. Mercy, you that joining us. So you can even put this to use. So go to dailanrubido.com. You put your information in there and you get the ebook version of it. Now, if you want the hard copy version, Mercy, I can probably mail it to you. I'll probably FedEx it, or however I can get over there. I can send that out to you. Alain, if you want to swing by the office, meet face to face. You're in Miami, or?
Yeah. I mean, no, actually, my office is in Miami, but I'm in Hollywood.
Oh man, you're right there. We're neighbors. So you can swing by to any of our offices. We'll have a book ready for you, and then we'll talk strategies and stuff like that. Just to, I hope to become a friend. So guys, Thank you so much. Alain, thank you for joining. Mercy and everybody else for joining us today for Real Estate Friday. Steve, any final words?
Yes, I want to remind everyone to go to brokernation.events. That's where I post all the latest and greatest events that we're doing. I see that I need to post for Monday, but brokernation.events instead of .com, Daylon, it's .events. Brokernation.events. Go there, bookmark that, and make sure you go there and register and see everything that we're doing. This morning we did another mastermind for Chime. Some of these I wanted to remind you guys. The texting one, you can do that directly through Chime CRM, and that's part of our technology stack at Broker Nation. So check us out at joinbrokernation.net if you want to learn more about how we do that and the technology that we use, and some of the things that we do for lead generation, social media, digital marketing, and some other training that you guys do around contracts and transaction process too, right, Daylon?
Yep, absolutely, man. So go to the site, register, and you're gonna get an email reminding you of the next event. But also we have more events coming up. Steve is working on the whole, the Chime and the marketing part. By the way, those of you that don't know, Steve Majeski is our marketing director, and he's always finding ways that you can build your branding, get more leads, generate your own leads rather than paying for leads like Realtor.com and all those people. So how do you create your branding and get more leads and build your business and not just a business for now, but a business that will last forever. So guys, go to the brokernation.events. Make sure you register for an training. If you don't see one there, stay tuned because Steve is gonna put all the trainings in there. But in the meantime, I'll see you on Monday at 10 in the morning. So I look forward to talking to you guys then. Please enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend, stay safe, take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Have a great weekend.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Everybody
Thank you.
unmute and say goodbye. Wish
Thank
everyone
you.
a great
Bye.
weekend.
Have a great weekend.
See you later, everybody. See you later.
Bye,
Thank you.
Maritza.
Have a nice weekend.
Alan, we're going to send you that FSBO book. You got it. Hi,
Thank you very
Mercy.
much. Bye-bye.
Hi, Nala, Judy, Jonathan.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.
Bye.